Hello, everyone. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, it's a meaningless sports match that I don't care about, but I do care about the fight for truth and liberty and the fight against intellectual, mental, physical, and spiritual tyranny that is encapsulated within the phony globe, fake space, and the heliocentric model. Before I begin, I just wanted to quickly point out the great work and videos by Quantum Eraser, Nathan Oakley, Mitchell from Australia, and the Ballbusters. The links will be in the description. Please head over there and subscribe. Their work covering this video from BMLSB69 has been fantastic, and it needs to be seen everywhere. Without reasonable question, this is indisputable evidence that the actual observable apparent horizon is a geometric impossibility under the globe model. At an observation height of only 1 foot, under the globe model, the visible edge of the globe, which the globe supporters refer to as the horizon, would have to be closer than 1.2 miles. This is their math. Again, the globe supporters believe the horizon is the observable, tangible, physical edge of the globe that marks the point at which objects begin to supposedly disappear behind the curvature. But you don't have to take my word for it. Here's a mainstream globe supporter describing what the horizon is under the globe.
Have you ever been standing at the edge of water, say like an ocean, and looked out on the horizon and said, I wonder exactly how far away that horizon is? You know, where the sky meets the sea, that's the horizon. Well, it turns out because the earth is curved that it depends on where you're standing and how far above water you're standing. So if your eyes are 8 inches above the water, right then you're about a mile away from that horizon point where the sky meets the ocean as far as you can tell. If you're standing up above water and you're like, I am about 6 feet tall, that means your eyes are about 5.5 feet above the water's edge, which means that you're about 3 miles away from the horizon. Isn't that amazing? Going from 8 inches above water, 5.5 feet above water, is the distance between 2 miles between you and the horizon. Mind-blowing, if you ask me.
You heard it, and the globe supporters can't spin out of this one. Globalists believe, without any supporting evidence, that the horizon is the tangible, physical, observable edge of the globe, and the claim is utter nonsense. But remember, our globe supporter said at 8 inches or 0.67 feet that the horizon would be 1 mile away. Well, at least his math is correct according to this distance to the horizon calculator. He also stated that at 5.5 feet that the horizon would be 3 miles away. Again, and to his credit, his math is roughly accurate. But both statements are actually incorrect under the globe model, as the 1 mile and 5.5 mile references would be the maximum distances to the globe horizon, because the calculator is based on a presupposed and unrealistic perfect glass-like conditions with no miraging, atmospheric distortion, opacity, compression, haze, waves, swells, mist, etc., which would only reduce that supposed distance to the horizon. Looking back at BMLSB69's footage and using the same official globe math, at an observation height of 1 foot, the maximum distance to the alleged physical horizon under the globe would have to be closer than 1.2 miles. You don't have to be a math genius to recognize the problem with the globe here. The visible horizon that was filmed on video extends further than 9.4 miles. Yes, this one single video destroys the globe, and all of the higher propagandists out there can't save it. But I do respectfully take issue with Quantum Eraser, Nathan Oakley, Mitchell from Australia, and the Ballbusters for referring to this globe-damning evidence as a black swan. Because this is not a black swan. This is not an aberration. This is not a rarity. This is your every damn day swan. So long as there is no mirage, visibility is high, and the water is calm, the globe fails each and every time. So let's begin. For this first horizon test of mine, I was at the Great Salt Lake in Utah. I brought my camera down to just 0.4 feet off of the ground. The distant peninsula here was 1.34 miles away from the camera. Under the globe, the physical horizon would have to be closer than 0.8 miles. Instead, the horizon extends much further than 1.34 miles, thus disproving the globe model. Some of the globe supporters claim that I falsified the height of the camera with the last test, and so a few days later, I went back again to the same location to do it again, and I conducted the test from both sides with the same results. Don't you find it interesting that all of the famous globe supporters never tell you to go out and measure the alleged size of the Earth yourself? I wonder why. But for this next test, I brought the camera down to just a few inches above the water, and this was dangerous. I took my cell phone out and filmed the Nikon P900 as I filmed the peninsula at just inches above the water. Under the globe model, at just a few inches above the water, the horizon could not be further than a mere 0.7 miles away. That's the maximum horizon distance under the globe model. You can clearly see the horizon extending many miles further than possible under the globe model. Do you see how the globe fails miserably here? In addition to the platform's video earlier at 1 foot, BMLSB69 also brought us other observations that can be used to prove that the true horizon is geometrically impossible under the globe. For this video, he's at an elevation of 105 feet. There are 3 oil platforms he's filming. The closest one is 10.9 miles, the second is at 21.9 miles, the third is at 26.4 miles. From that elevation, the horizon line could not be further than 12.6 miles under the globe. In other words, under the globe model, the horizon should appear before the second platform, and 59 feet of the second platform should be hidden by the alleged physical ball's edge. As you can see with your own eyes, the horizon is not only beyond the second platform, the horizon is beyond the third platform, further than 26.44 miles. According to the globe dimensions, 130 feet of the third platform should have been hidden below the horizon, but none of the platform is obstructed, and we know this since the horizon is beyond the third platform. We've seen footage from the Great Salt Lake and California. How about we examine some footage from Finland from YouTuber Velo42? In this case, the distant boat was 14.5 miles away from the observer, which was obtained by using marinetraffic.com. The observer's height was at only 2.5 feet above the water. Let's check out our globe calculator. That means the horizon would have to be closer than only 1.9 miles. You can see that horizon is further than the boat that was 14.5 miles away. How can you tell that the horizon is further than the boat? Because there's another large boat behind it right here that is very far away. Do you see it? Notice that this large distant boat is prospectively higher than the boat in front of it, which is another impossibility under the globe, as distant objects are supposed to get visibly lower from your angle, not higher. Is the globe busted? You bet it is. What about Florida? Does the globe horizon hold up in Florida? Wide Awake has probably a dozen videos proving the impossibility of the globe horizon. This is my favorite as he brought down his camera to just 2.5 feet above the water. Remember, at 2.5 feet, that globe physical edge must be closer than 1.9 miles. And you can see that the horizon is further than 11.6 miles, and he repeated this a few times. How about in Nova Scotia? Thankfully, James Mann showed us the globe fails the horizon test in Canada as well. In this case, this horizon was supposed to be closer than 11.2 miles, but the horizon is further than 27.3 miles. Again and again, the globe physical horizon fails. Without that globe physical horizon, there is no globe, as it's a mathematical impossibility. How about that dropping horizon mentioned earlier by the globe supporter? Fortunately, Felix Baumgartner busted that nonsense. Here's the horizon at approximately 10 feet when Felix entered the capsule. Here's the horizon line at 128,000 feet. The horizon did not drop one bit. The horizon impossibly rose with the camera, again disproving the globe model. Now do you understand why I think referring to this video by BMLSB69 as a black swan is not accurate? This flat earth proof is just an every damn day swan. So long as visibility is high, without a mirage, and the waters are calm, you will see that the globe physical horizon edge simply does not exist, and thus the ball Earth does not exist. That is a fact. How much more evidence do you need? I don't know. how to make this more understandable. The globe is a mathematical impossibility. It's that simple. I mean, you can choose to believe in magical refraction fairies that somehow impossibly remove very tall bulges of water and then cause those tall bulges of water to reappear many miles further away at even a higher perspective, while somehow leaving the physical objects in the middle unaffected by the fairy dust. Sure, you can believe in the globe fairies who have no other purpose than to trick you into believing in a flat earth by hiding the globe edge. But stay the hell away from me. I'm not interested in joining your messed up cult. But for the rational, intelligent, independently minded person, do you really believe that the horizon is the leading edge of the ball Earth with a circumference of 24,901 miles that's zooming around in the vacuum of space? Or will you allow yourself to question your indoctrination? I don't want you to believe me. Do the math yourself. Check out the calculators, which are based on the globe math. Go out with a pair of binoculars or a telescope and test it for yourself. And if you get a chance, take a picture of that non-existent globe edge and send it to me. My email is tabooconspiracy@gmail.com. Love to everyone. Enjoy the meaningless game. Take care.